What's up? Tony here with another video. I know it's not gameplay, but I promised that I would finish the translations of these items, so let's get on to it. Let's finish all three today, yeah? So let's start with boots. These are the brown boots, not much to say. Well, they give you move speed, cheap, plus 30 move speed. None of these stack, by the way, except for their passives. This gives you 110 armor, 60 move speed, and you take 15% less damage on autos. So this cucks all ADCs, 710 gold. This is Gilded Greaves, 110 MR, and gives you 35% tenacity, which makes you take less CC. Well, makes the duration of the CC 35% slower. Most of the time you're gonna have to buy this because there's a lot of CC, but sometimes you can buy this. CDR boots, 15% CD reduction, and also if your cooldowns are longer than 5 seconds, any of your spells, the speed that it recovers is increased by 3 to 10%. So it's not 3, I don't think it's like 10% more CDR, but it's 10% it's 10% CDR basically. Well, anyways, it's 3 to 10% based on the hero level. The thing is, why this is not so OP is because it only works on spells that have longer than 5 seconds cooldown, so you can't get L'Oreal to like 50% CDR or 45%. So it's not too bad. This is almost core on every mage, except for maybe like Tulin and some others, but yeah, it's just so good. You can even buy this and this, 2 pairs of boots. This gives you 5 mana per second back and gives you 75 magic pen. Almost no one buys this, but it's alright. I can see on some heroes, but still. Noob trap, just buy this. This is attack speed boots plus 30% attack speed, not much to say. These are speed boots, 510 gold. When you leave combat, you gain another 60 move speed, so, on some heroes, you could even buy 3 boots. You need CDR, you need tenacity, and you need speed. This is good on, like, I don't know, Batman, but I personally don't buy it on Batman because I don't feel like you really need it. Anyways, jungle. So jungle, let's split into 3 sections. We talk about first the blue item. The blue, well, okay, let's talk about this. If you start jungling, you need to buy it. You need to take punish to buy this. And you do 50% bonus damage to jungle creeps, but only for melee heroes. And the XP you get from jungle camps is increased by 20% if you have this. So that's basically it. And then these three here are the, like, I call them tier 1 jungle items, or tier 2, and these are the tier 3. Normally, you don't buy these until late game, or you never buy them. You sell this item. You just buy these because once you buy this, you get the stacks, and then you just stay there. So all 3 will let you do 60% bonus damage to jungle camps, of course, again, melee only. And you get 30% bonus XP for killing jungle camps, and 20% extra gold. And then each time you kill a jungle camp, you gain a stack, which starts from here, by the way, so you don't have to rush into this. This one will give you 6 AP per stack, stacking up to 20 times, so 120 AP, not really much. This one will give you, I'm blocking on my screen, here we go. It'll give you 50 HP and it stacks only 10 times. Also, it has a Sunfire Cape effect, Mantle of Wrath, that everything, jungle camps nearby will take 2% of your max health for magic damage, and minions as well. So, not a very popular item, this item, but it's fine. This is the AD item. Every jungle camp you kill gives you 2 AD and 0.5% CDR, and max stacks up to 20 times. And of course, as you guys know, if you have this item, your punish does less damage. If you have this item, your punish can well, less damage compared to this, but if you have these items, your punish can work on heroes as well and slow them. Anyways, tier 3, not much to say. This is 100 AP and 400 mana. And your next auto within the 5 seconds will do 50 plus 0.5 AP magic damage. Cooldown is 2 seconds. So it's just like Apocalypse, but jungle item. And also, all 3 of these can stack up higher. So this can stack to 30, 30, and 15. But the rest has not changed on this item. The passives are still the same. This gives you 120 armor and MR. And you can the burn effect from this will work on enemies now, but not much to say. And this one will give you 8% move speed, 40 AD, and 15% attack speed. And it'll put your cap to 30 stacks, so you can get 15% CDR from this, which is really nice. This item I buy a lot late game because it gives you that 8% move speed, because honestly that's pretty valuable. It's like pretty hard to find this. So yeah, let's go on to support items. It's the same concept. There are 3 tiers. This is the tier 1, and the tier 1, this gives you 5% move speed, and it gives you that support effect, right? So if you're the lowest gold on your enemy on the team, then the effect will proc, and the effect is you will get 30% gold and XP of things that die nearby, and you won't take XP from your allies anymore, so you can always be leeching XP from them, but you have to be the lowest gold. So that means you can't have 2 supports anymore, which, well. And also, if you're the lowest gold or XP on your team, you will gain 5 XP or gold every 3 seconds, and this will, of course, it's not either or. You can have the gold gain but not the XP gain, but you can also have both. It depends. And then so we're moving on to the tier 1 items, tier 2. So these are the tier 2. This one gives you again 5%. I think all of them give you the exact same stats. No, sorry. So, but I'll still, yeah, they do, right? This is just written badly. Yeah, all of them give you 5% move speed. Wait, this is wrong, I think. 5% move speed and 500 HP. And the tier 3 one gives you 10% move speed and 1000 HP. So those are stats that supports really like, right? The move speed. But I think this one is written wrongly. I think it's supposed to be 5 and 500 in my opinion. Oh no, never mind, I'm just being stupid. Yeah, okay, they just ordered these items wrongly. Anyway, sorry. 300 gold, and then this is 1000 gold. And the effects are still the same, right? You still gain those 5 XP, blah, blah, blah. The only thing that changes is this one will give your allies who are within 800 range 20% bonus attack speed and 6% CDR. And the tier 3 version will give them 30% attack speed and 10% CDR. So you buy this if you see that your team has like 2 heroes, like one hero that really needs attack speed, and you feel like he's the only one who can carry, but he never has any survivability problems, because this one will give that active shield. And I'm sorry you guys can't read it, but it's fine. So the difference between this is a passive thing, right? This is an active. And this, if you press the active item, it gives a shield that's 500 plus your hero level times 50. And also gives them 15% bonus move speed and lasts for 3 seconds. The cooldown is 45 seconds. So it only goes on the lowest HP target around you. But if your ADC or whatever is always dying, you buy this and you can save them. Well, the enemy has a lot of burst, you can also buy this. If your ADC seems competent, then you can think about buying this, right? Also, the thing here is you can buy 2 items, you can buy both. You can have 1 active and 1 passive item. Maybe 2 people will buy an active item on your team, but the cooldown is shared, which is 45 seconds, so watch out for that. But it's perfectly fine to own 2 of these, so you could, the typical meta, the brain dead meta, is to buy this, and I'll explain why in a bit. Okay, so that's the shield. This is attack speed and cooldown reduction, just don't forget that. And then this one, I guess it goes into this, right? So this one gives you, it's also an active, gives your teammates 30% move speed for 3 seconds. So this has fallen off the meta because the old meta had a lot of wombo combo and AoE. So using this would make you run very fast in your team. And then the upgrade version gives you 50% move speed for your allies. So you have to think about which one to choose, right? These two are the actives. And I would say this is good if your team is very good, like the move speed. You can engage and disengage. And against counters like Alice, Jinnar, you know, those heroes like to run fast, and you can use these to disengage, right? It all depends. But the problem with this is you get, like, if it's already in a team fight and you get bonus move speed, there's nothing you can do. If you get chain CC'd, these won't help, right? So that's why not many people will buy this. But in a coordinated team, the move speed is very valuable. Like, just think about the scenarios that could happen. For example, if you're in the mid bush, you stand on the left side and the enemy's on the right side. Then you just pop that and you run, you zerg towards their bush, and for them it's slow to react, so you can catch them off guard. Anyway, this is the one that I almost always buy. Within 800 range, it gives your allies 36 plus your hero level times 4, MR and armor. This one will give you 54 plus hero level times 6. So at level 15, you'll give your allies 150 armor and MR, and you just have to be there standing beside them and alive, and they're just more tankier. So, you know, it's pretty good. You can buy this and then this. That's the easy support way out. Makes your backline tanky and you can save them. And the shield will also be calculated based on this bonus armor and MR, so it's just frothing synergy. But on some supports you need to buy this speed one, like maybe on the ghost support. And with like hyper carries, like maybe you have the Tel Annis, this is pretty good. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's pretty much it. I covered all the items. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
You got me, nigga? Yeah, here we go. All right. Yeah? Yes, yeah? Yeah, okay.